So apparently there's gonna be a series called Wall Rising that's gonna be coming out soon, and it's basically a prequel series to The Boys, and it focuses on what and probably how they started with the whole superhero stuff with Compound V and all that, and it's gonna be in the past. So I'm guessing it'll probably be in the 60s, 70s, or 80s, that time period. And it's probably gonna end up focusing on Soldier Boy, him being the main character. And I'm wondering whether or not the series would work. Now, in theory, it should, considering how popular the Boy series is because of the way everything's portrayed, how R-rated it is in terms of the violence and all that. So a series like that, based on Walt and the older superheroes, could work. But my problem is the fact that Soldier Boy will probably end up being the main character, and him being the main character, I don't know how well that would work, because he's not really a good guy. He does things that he thinks is right, and he has a certain point of view when it comes to things. And I'm guessing that in the series he'll probably end up doing a lot of bad things. And would that really be appealing to everyone to watch that? Now in The Boys, Homelander's the same thing. He does a lot of bad things. He's super powered. And we don't like him, but there is a protagonist in Billy Butcher and The Boys. And the series Homelander, it hasn't ended yet, but it's going to be ending with the final season. And well, until the season ends, we don't know what will happen. But I'm guessing that at the end of it, Homelander will probably end up being defeated, and the good guys will win. But the thing with the Soldier Boy being in the Walt series is, we kind of already know how it's gonna end. I mean, Soldier Boy's team's gonna end up taking him out, and he's gonna be put to sleep, and then he's gonna wake up decades later and be in The Boys. So we know Soldier Boy isn't gonna be defeated. So even if there is a team of good guys in the Walt series, for us to root for it and to take down Soldier Boy, and probably some of the other bad guys that he might end up team up with, because I mean, Soldier Boy, I'm guessing his team is probably gonna be, unless it's the team from the flashback of The Boys, it might not be a bunch of good guys either, but a group of good guys that are taking on Soldier Boy, they're probably gonna end up losing as well. So we kind of already know that, and that's the problem with the prequel series, because we already know some bit of what might happen. I mean, that's kind of the problem with House of the Dragon, because the Game of Thrones comes out after it. We already know how House of the Dragon, we already have clues of how it's gonna end, what's likely to happen. And because of that, Soldier Boy being the main character in the series, I don't know if it would work, but it is very likely that he will be the main character, considering that he's in The Boys, and his character, in my opinion, is good in The Boys for who he is. But if it's just a series focusing in on him, I don't know. Would it be that appealing? And sure, Jensen Ackles being Soldier Boy, I'm sure that's going to draw a lot of people in. And I'm going to take a guess and say that Jared Padalecki's character might also be in the Walt series, and it may be a thing of the Supernatural cast. I mean, the main characters of Supernatural coming back together. So I guess their dynamic might end up working, but still, I don't know. The Walt Rising series, it's gonna be a bit of a tough sell if Soldier Boy is the current Soldier Boy. Now, I guess they could take another approach and make Soldier Boy a really likable character in the beginning and show how he transforms or turns in this version of Soldier Boy through everything that happens to him, everything he's been through. I guess that would work. I mean, at least we would understand why Soldier Boy is the way he is, and then we wouldn't have a problem with it. But would that be the case? I don't know. But anyway, a Waltz Rising series has a lot of potential, and with the boys ending, there is a vacuum to fill that space, and this could very well do it. So it will be a very interesting series to watch. And I think I heard something about the Waltz series the filming being wrapped up, and if that's the case, I'm guessing it might end up coming later this year, or maybe they'll, yeah, I guess might end up coming later this year. But overall, the World Rising series, it will be interesting, but I am a bit concerned. So let's wait and see till the first trailer for this series comes out.